Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sports Blitz here, and we're back with another NFL record prediction. Before we get into it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Guys, we're still on the road to 1,450 subscribers. We are 22 away right now, so if you're watching, please make sure to subscribe. That'd be awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and get on into our prediction. Because of how close the NFL season is, I'm going to go ahead and do it by division now. We did the AFC South last week, or last time. We are doing the NFC West now. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. So starting with the Rams, starting week one. So it's a Thursday night. Josh Allen going to LA to play the Rams. I am very excited for this opener. I think this could very well be one of the best games all season. Um, I think it's going to be a very, very competitive game. I I think the Bills are going to pull this off, though. I think Josh Allen is going to start out this season just absolutely insane and, yeah, pull off a good win. But then the Rams are going to bounce back. I think they're gonna beat the Falcons pretty badly. Like they're gonna pound them into the ground. Week three. Now I actually have so I'm gonna do the divisional games now. I have the Rams splitting with the Cardinals and the 49ers, um, but sweeping the Seahawks. So go down and mark all of these. Or wait, there we go. So I know it has the Rams essentially starting off 1-3, but trust me, it's not going to last that way for long because they're going to pull off a win to the Cowboys. They're going to sadly destroy the Panthers. You know, I'm a Panthers fan. I have zero confidence that we're going to win that. So Rams are going to win that. Coming off the bye is when they'll get their win to the 49ers. And then, I believe I previously predicted the Bucks to get a home win against the Rams. I actually I think I'm going to take that back. I think I'm going to give this one to the Rams. I think they're the better team. I know they don't have Von Miller anymore, and they might not even have Odell this season. I don't know if they're going to re-sign him or not. That's still a question mark. But, I mean, the Rams are a good team. They're a really good team. But then they're going to beat the Cardinals. They're going to beat the Saints. I think week 12 is going to be a really good matchup with the Chiefs. And I think if the Chiefs still had Tyreek Hill, I would probably predict the Chiefs here. But in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and go Rams. Um, then I'm gonna have the Rams, sweeping the Seahawks, like I mentioned. Then beat the Raiders. Um, Monday night against the Packers. They don't have Devontae Adams anymore, so Jalen Ramsey doesn't have a super difficult cover. I'm gonna go Rams. They're gonna beat the Broncos, and you know what? I think Justin Herbert is going to pull off a late season, very impressive win over the Rams. Going to be very tough, but I'm giving that to the Chargers. So overall, the Rams have a 13-4 record with a 4-2 divisional record. Again, there's some games here that could be reversed. I mean, I could see them beating the Bills. I could see them sweeping. Honestly, I could see them having a 6-0 divisional record. That's not far-fetched at all. But I could also see the Bucks beating them. I could possibly see the Saints beating them. But then they could also beat the Chargers. So there's some games there that could definitely go either way. But I'm predicting 13-4 right now, and I don't think that's really too far-fetched. So let's go ahead and jump over to the 49ers. And I'm thinking this is going to be a Trey Lance versus Justin Fields matchup. Trey Lance definitely has better players around him. I do think Justin Fields is going to turn into the better quarterback. I think he has a higher ceiling. I really like Justin Fields. Just their team is garbage right now. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. Their team is garbage. They don't have the stuff around him right now. Niners taking this one. Week 2, I think I'm going to go 49ers here. But I could see the Seahawks pulling off a win against the Niners later on this season. You know, I think Kenneth Walker's gonna have a good rookie year. Chris Carson's gonna run the ball more. Yeah, I think it'll be a good rushing game for them week 15. So Seahawks get a win then. Then week 3 against the Broncos. I'm still a little skeptical about Trey Lance, to be honest. I don't know quite what he's going to be right now. There's been a lot of talk this offseason, and I know you got to take it with a grain of salt, but there's been a lot of talk that a lot of players don't really trust Trey Lance right now and would actually rather Jimmy Garoppolo start. There was a report that came out earlier today that a lot of players would prefer Jimmy Garoppolo. So it really makes it tough. That said, I do think Elijah Mitchell will have a good game here, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the 49ers. So starting off 4-0, this is going to surprise a lot of people, and I'm trying to be as unbiased here as possible, but I'm going to go Panthers here because I think the Panthers are going to have a really good secondary, and I think that's going to make it really tough on Trey Lance. I really think Trey Lance is going to struggle against that secondary. So yeah. But then they'll bounce back, continue their, winning record, and beat the Falcons. I think they go ahead and lose to the Chiefs. I already talked about the Rams game, but coming off the bye, Elijah Mitchell, I'm going to say, has an absolutely insane game and basically wins this game for the 49ers against the Chargers. I do think they will split with the Cardinals, so we'll give the Cardinals that win on Monday night, and then Week 18, the 49ers take it. Week 12 got Saints at 49ers, and I think I'm going to go Saints here. I mean, they're still a really good team, to be honest. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and say... Oof. I'm going to give this one to the Dolphins. The Dolphins head coach, his name's... I can't remember his name right now, but Dolphins head coach used to be a big part of the 49ers franchise, and so I feel like he kind of has a good understanding of what the 49ers are going to try to do here. And with how good of an offseason the Dolphins had, I think they're going to be able to pull this one off. But I do actually think they can bounce back the following week against the Bucs. I know it's going to be a big upset, but I don't think the Bucs secondary is going to be all that this year. I'm just being honest. I think their corners are kind of average, to be honest. Maybe even a little bit below average. Antoine Winfield's good, but I think he's more of a box safety. I don't think he's amazing in coverage. They do have Logan Ryan, but I think he's going to be 32 this year, if I'm not mistaken. And he's just getting a little bit older, and I just don't think he's going to be quite as good this year. And I think that's going to prove to be really big for the 49ers here, and Trey Lance gets a win. Going to week 16, I think the Niners go ahead and beat the Washington Commanders, but then proceed to lose to the Raiders. So overall, the Niners end up with a 9-8 record. I think that's pretty solid for, for Trey Lance, in his first real season starting. Again, if he proves to be better than what I'm expecting right now, I mean, the sky's the limit for this team. It completely depends on how Trey Lance really is. But jumping over to the Arizona Cardinals, now I already know I'm going to get a lot of angry Cardinals fans. I know a lot of them are probably going to hate me here. Honestly, I don't think Kyler Murray deserved that contract, getting paid that much. I think him and Cliff Kingsbury are both overrated. I mean, it seems like J.J. Watt is always injured. I love J.J. Watt on and off the field. When he is playing, he's so fun to watch, but he's always injured. And I don't know about this team, to be honest. So I'm going to go with Chiefs week 1, Raiders week 2. But then they do get a win against LA when they split with them. Week 4, I mean, this is just kind of a big brother mentality thing, okay? I'm not necessarily saying that the Panthers are better than the Cardinals, but the Cardinals haven't beaten the Panthers since 2013. And they've played multiple times since then. Like, I want to say they've played 7 or 8 times since then. So, yeah, I don't think the Cardinals are going to win this one. Week 5, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Eagles. I'm very high on the Eagles this year. Hold on. Now that I think about it, in my Eagles prediction, I did actually have the Cardinals pulling off this one. So, I'll go ahead and keep it. I could see it happening. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins could have a big game. No, DeAndre Hopkins is suspended for this game. That's right. That's a tough one. Tell you what, I'll keep it with the Cardinals right there, but that's not one I'm exactly confident in. Week 6, Seahawks fans are gonna hate me even more than Cardinals fans. I'm gonna say the Cardinals sweep the Seahawks. I'm not real high on the Seahawks this year. I do not think they're gonna be all that. Then they lose to the Saints. Lose to the Vikings. I think the Vikings could honestly be pretty dang good this year. I'm really liking their roster. Then jumping down to week 12, I mean, I think Herbert and the Chargers get a good win here against the Cardinals. But coming off the bye, they go ahead and get a good win against the Patriots, but then proceed to lose to the Broncos. Then the Bucks, but then they beat the Atlanta Falcons. So Cardinals end up with a 7-10 record. Again, I know Cardinals fans are gonna hate me. They missed the playoffs here. I'm sorry, I'm just not real high on them this year. Just being honest. Seahawks. I'm gonna be honest here. I think the Seahawks could very well be a bottom 5 team in the league this year. So I'm gonna make this one pretty quick. We're gonna go Broncos win that one. Honestly, I'm gonna go Falcons win this one. Lions win that. Saints win that one. Chargers. I do think they sneak off a win week 8 against the Giants. Then they lose to the Cardinals again. They lose to the Bucks. Coming off the bye, they... Yeah, they lose to the Raiders. Lose to the Panthers. Lose to the Chiefs. And lose to the Jets. I never thought that I would say that a Pete Carroll-led team would go 2-15, but their team's looking rough right now. I'm just being honest. I mean, maybe there's some games here they could pull off. I mean, they could beat the Falcons, they could beat the Lions, they could get one against the Cardinals. They could beat the Raiders, they could beat the Panthers, they could beat the Jets. There's possible games here. I'm not that high on the Seahawks, okay? I don't think they're going to be a very good team. So yeah, overall, the records are Rams with a 13-4, 49ers with 9-8, Cardinals 7-10, and Seahawks 2-15. I know I'm going to get some angry comments here, but if you did like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Later.